Hello.
Hi, Chair Smith.
Hello. That's good. Glad it worked. Emma, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay, wonderful.
Hey, Emma, Wes Lewis. Good morning. You hear
Good
me?
morning. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
All right, Chair Smith, it is 10 a.m., so you can start whenever it works for you.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Well, glad everybody here today for the Department of Human Services Board meeting at 10 a.m. on August the 20th. And at this time, let's have an attendance call out. Okay. So Scott Johnson, Jack.
I'm here.
Wonderful, Jack. Good to hear your voice. Wes.
Same.
Hey, Randy. Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Good, bud. All right, Lisa.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Hello?
can now. I think there must
Oh,
be a little
yay.
bit delay or something. And then
Gotcha.
and then Doug.
Doug is here as well.
Okay, wonderful. And then Monica and Dave is not here, but Monica, you there?
She's
And,
listening.
right, and Rochard. All right. All right. Well, let's see. Can you tell us, Emma, the report
Yes.
of the day, who all's here and if we got a forum?
Yes, we have 5 members present and we have 6 serving members at this point, so we do have a quorum.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'd like to call to order the meeting, and then we'll get to our first item of business, and that's the budget presentation by Demetrius Taylor. Good to hear you. Good to see you again, Demetrius.
Good to see you too, Chairman Smith. How you all doing this morning?
Wonderful.
All right, this morning I'll be presenting to you all on the amended fiscal year 2025 and fiscal year 2026 budget requests. Next slide, please. Stronger families for a stronger Georgia. Next slide, please. So here you see is a pie chart of for state fiscal year 2025, which is our budget allocation. Overall, for the agency, just DHS alone, we have over a $2 billion budget. And when you add in our attached entities, our overall budget is a little over $2.2 billion, with roughly 80% of that being allocated towards safety and accountability. Next slide, please. So back in late July, early August, the governor's office gave out a directives for his agencies for the budget requests for agencies to enter into their planning and budget cloud services system, what we call PBCS. And based on those instructions, each agency is to submit a budget request that is equal to fiscal year 2025 appropriation for amended fiscal year 2025 and fiscal year 2026. So technically, what was allocated and what was appropriated for state fiscal year 25, the budget year we're currently in, were to submit a flat budget. However, if any agencies have a new workload need or a specific initiative that will result overall in improvement and out year savings that we have not recently had discussions with OPB within our division, then agencies are encouraged to have those conversations with our OPB analysts as soon as possible. So ultimately, then they can determine whether or not we should include a budget submission. And in addition to that, OPB, they will share with the agency any items that may be submitted to address mandatory workload needs. And lastly, the directive is all agencies are to submit our budget submissions, our performance measures, as well as our strategic plans are due on Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024, which is the day after Labor Day. Next slide, please. So looking at this summary here, our state funds for amended fiscal year 2025 as well as fiscal year 2026, of that $2.2 billion budget I discussed earlier, our state funds budget is a little over $1,028,095,764. And based on the directive that we must submit a flat budget per the instructions, DHS recommendation, budget recommendation is the same amount of a little over $1 billion here. Next slide, please. So based on that, that concludes my presentation. I can say that we have started having conversations with the governor's office to address workload needs. Some in particular, like for instance, in out-of-home care for utilization growth. So we're continuing to have conversations with them regarding that. New workload initiatives could be anything from a bill that's being passed that potentially could impact us financially to where we may have an ask. One area is within Division of Aging Services, where the regs haven't been revised since 1987. And so the feds went in and revised those regulatory rules, and we have to have those in place by October 1st of 2025. And so within aging, they really didn't have a policy team per se. And so they're going to need additional staff to ensure that they can roll out those rules and get it in compliance before October 1st of 2025. So that's what we would consider like a new initiative that's impacted us.
Sounds good.
And that's all I have.
Well, Demetrius, thank you so much. So the board will now
Thank you.
consider the approval of the amended fiscal year 25 and the fiscal year 26 budget recommendations. So does anybody have any questions for Demetrius? Any questions or comments about the whole budget? Right, so probably, I guess now's the time that we might need to vote on it. And so if you can please state your name and when making a second for a motion so it can be included in the minutes, please tell us who your name is that you. So do I have a motion that we approve? Anyway, so who wants to propose the recommendation? I can't hear you. Well, I guess I can. I'm on the board. I guess I can make the recommendation. But so I move that the proposed recommendations for the amended fiscal year 2025 and fiscal year 26, as presented by Demetrius today, August the 20th, be approved. My name's Randy Smith, and so does anybody want to second that?
I can second that. Jack Williams.
Jack Williams. Thank you, Jack. So it is moved and properly seconded that the proposal of the recommendations for the amended 25 and the fiscal 26 budget as presented to the board today, August, be approved. Is there any discussion? All right, if you can again say your name and then yay or nay, and then we'll move forward. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, got it, Jack. Thank you.
All right. Jack Williams, yay.
Lisa Hamilton, yay.
Wes Lewis, yay.
Randy Smith, yay.
And we officially have the votes.
Good. All right. Well, I thank you everybody for their time this morning. I know these quick meetings sometimes are you gotta sort of bust it out of your schedule and make it happen. We sure appreciate y'all making time for this. And just a reminder, the next meeting is October the 9th. So has anybody else got any points or discussions, schedules, or anything that they want to talk about? All right, anybody want a motion for adjournment? Okay, I will.
Randy, this is Wes Lewis. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
All right, great. Thank you, Wes. All those in favor? Aye,
Aye.
nay, yes, or whatever way you want to say it. All right. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a beautiful day. And thank you for your participation today.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Bye,
Appreciate it.
everyone.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Demetrius.
Be well.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
See y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.